Good day guys, Bing here. Today we are going to model this revolving door. Okay, so there is a family in the Revit library. So if you click open, go to your Revit content library, so you should be able to find a door. So here, so this is the one. So in your Revit library. So if you it's a wall-based family. So if I type VV, so check the wall, so you can see that's a wall. And then if you load this family into your project, you can place it onto the wall. And so today we're going to model it similar, but not a wall-based. So what I'm thinking is, so if we model it just a standalone or non-wall based door family, we can load, if we want to, we can load it into a door family to become a wall based, or we can make it a curtain panel, so it can become a curtain panel door. Okay, so let's start. So first I'm going to start from this general model because I don't want to use the door family, which is a wall-based family. So let's go start with this generic model. And okay, so first let's create some parameter. So actually, let me just open that family to have a look. So I'll just go here, and so we're going to create similar element or parts. So basically a full panel. So, and also there's so see this one, so this can be, so maybe you can model them as glazing as if you want to. And also there's another at the top, what I'm not sure what they are called, Pelmet maybe. Yeah, so let's, and we will need apparently a radius or diameter parameter and a thickness of that, and then rest maybe the width of the panel. So let's go to this one. So let's start. So first I think we can create a hang on, let me just think for a second. Maybe I will, let's try this. I'll just use a reference line. Okay, so I'll just draw a reference line here and create a radius. So maybe let's call this one the external face. So this is a very external face of the door. Okay, so let's create a parameter. I'll just call it R, capital R. And then we need a thickness there. So imagine that's a glazing. So we can just, I'll just create another one. So another circle, and I'll just create another radius. Okay, so this one it will be a lowercase r type as well. And then I'm going to create a parameter. So I will call it the thickness of it. So I'll just call it th and type. Okay, and I'm going to type in 20 mil, and then the small radius, the lowercase r, equals the capital R minus the thickness. So this will give us this. Okay, so and then we can I'm going to just leave it here for now. And then the next step is I want to create I'm going to create a panel. Okay, so one panel here, something like this, but instead of directly model extrusion or sweep here, I'm going to create another family. So it's I think it's easier to do it that way. So let's create another generic model, and in this one I'm going to go to the front view. Okay, so and I'm going to draw this like this instead of centered. So I'll explain why. So this is the width and this is the height. So I'll call this H and I'll call this W for width. And then we need some more reference plane. So when we usually do doors, we always have a door frame, right? And then create all these dimensions, select them, and let's call it frame width. Okay, so and typical, sorry, not typical, type parameter. And then we're going to put a number. So for example, I just put in 100. Okay, 100, or not here, sorry. So if you put in 100 here, you will lock this one. You won't be able to change it in the family. Okay, so all good, and then we can create and also you can go to floor plan and add another 2 reference plans, so we can control the depth, the thickness of the frame, so or the depths. So let's call this maybe depths. Okay, so type and all good. So go back to front view, extrusion, rectangle, and 1 2 3 4, and then the other 4, 1 2 3 4, and then finish. Go to floor plan, drag this down to this reference plan, lock, and this one as well. Okay, so now go to front view, and then we have a frame. And the next one, we need to model the glazing. So I'm going to H this because I don't want to lock my glazing onto the frame. I want to lock the glazing onto the reference plane. Okay, so create extrusion and do it on this, and lock and finish. Go to floor plan, and okay, so we don't have reference. If you want to, you can add 2 and add a equal and add another dimension. But for this exercise, I'm just going to type in 10 and a -10, so make it 20 mil, and that's it. Oops, 10. Yeah, all good. And also, I'll just type in glass. And if you want to, you can add a material parameter. So for the frame, same, you can add a material parameter here. So create a new. Okay, so I'll just leave it here for this exercise. And also, it's a good, it's always good to choose the. Oh, sorry, because currently it's a generic model, so I think I'll just leave it there. I'll explain this later. Okay, so because the difference between generic model and door. So I think this one's all good, and so we just need to. So if you don't like the look of this, so you can just roughly change these to. So depths. So for example, I'll just make it 40, frame width 100, H 2100, width 900, something like that, and apply. And then this looks more like a door panel, glazed door panel. So now we can load. Let's go to floor plan and have a look again. Yeah, I think everything's good. So just the reason why I did not model this one center with this origin point, so see center left or right, because I want to have this door start from this point. So every time I change the width. So for example, I change the width of this door, it only change this side. This point is going to be the point we place this family. Okay, so now load this one into that family 2, which is this. So we can now place this one. So but before that, I want to make it more interesting. Okay, so not something like this one. It's boring, right? It can't move. So what I'm going to do is I'll just draw a reference line from this point. Okay, so anywhere here, and then I want to select these 3. So reference plan, and a reference line, HI, and AL align, and align the end point of this point onto the reference plan. So do it this, and lock. So now HR, and then we can create a dimension, angular, and we can add a angle parameter. So this time I'll just use instance parameter, and all good. So now you can rotate this one, right? So you can use the angle to adjust this. So now I'm going to place this one onto this reference line, but there's one thing I need to do before I am able to do this, because currently if I pick new hole, you will see there's no way I can place it onto this. So what we need to do is go back, edit family. So here we have the option work plane based, check it. Always vertical, uncheck it. Okay, untick this always vertical, and then load this back, and okay, overwrite. So now if you pick new, so this time you have the option to I'm not sure which one I should use. I'll try face first. So okay, so it looks like we can't use face because it won't allow me. So use work plan and then pick a plan. Okay. And sorry, and pick the work plan of this reference line. Okay, so now we can move your cursor onto this reference line and use spacebar. Okay, so now do not directly place here because you actually not sure which one you're going to place, because you might place onto this reference line, you might place onto this reference plane, you might place on this one. So what I suggest you to do is type SE. So see SE. So this will make sure this is placed onto the end point of this reference line. So okay, so this one down. Okay, we need another 3. We don't need extra reference line. We can place all of them on this reference line. So let's do it. CS, create a similar. So once again, SE. Okay, space. Okay, tab, place. Once again, SE, tab, space, place. SE, tab, space, place. Okay, so now we have 4. And then just have a test. So if you rotate this reference line, it will control all these panels. Okay, so the next step is we want to select this one, edit type. So adjust this width to match this lowercase r. Apply. Oh, good. So you can see it will match the radius of this one. And what's next? So go to front. So we need to set a height. So reference plan, dimension, and let's create a height parameter. So this time I'm going to use instance, because later on we are going to place this one into a curtain panel family, and we must use instance parameters for that. Okay, so now we select this one. So the same, we need to match the height. So go this and H and OK and OK. So all good. So you can have a test. So go up, down, all good. And go to floor plan. So let's adjust this radius. So you can just go to family types to type in a different number. So for example, 1.2 meter. Yeah, all good. Everything's good. And also we can adjust the angle number. The number of this angle parameter. And sometimes I like to do this. So you can also do this. So just create something there. Put an angle parameter and put a angular. So you can try the angle parameter here. Like do this. Okay. Okay. So good. So now everything's good. And what else? Okay, we need to have those things. So let me just go have a look. So this thing, this. Okay. So you can do extrusion, but it's a little bit tricky to try to constrain it and also try to make it parametric. So I'm going to show you a tricky way. So let's go to front view. So what I'm going to do is I will use Revolve. Okay, so Revolve, and this will be the axis line, and Revolve, it will revolve like this direction. Okay, and then go to front again. So what we need is a profile here, something like this. So I'm going to draw a reference plane, and so this reference plane, just dimension, and this will be the little sorry, not little, lowercase r. Okay, and then another one, and this will be the thickness, right? Thickness. And then we have this for the top, and for the bottom reference plane, we have everything we need. Okay, so now we can create. So, sorry, before that, we need to go to floor plan. So we set world plan first. So, and then set onto this reference plane, and we go to front view. Okay, so now create a revolve. So first draw an axis line, just draw something like here. That's enough. And then boundary line, we can just draw a rectangular shape like this, and then lock. Oops, sorry, too fast. Maybe just AL. This one, it's already locked. All good. And last one, so this one, lock. Okay, all good. So now, if I click on finish, you will see we create a 360 degree. So we don't need that. That's fine. So we can just type in 45 and -45, and this is what we have. And also the angle is not quite right, so maybe I'll just change this one to 40 degrees so it match those angle. Okay, so this is it. This one of the panel. Maybe I'll just make it glass so we can see through it. And so for if we need another one, so it's basically just copy it. Okay, and then paste in the same place and edit revolve. So you need to lock, because when you paste and when you copy and paste, you will lose all the constraint. Okay, so you just need to lock them onto the exactly same reference planes and finish. So this time we just need to change this one. So for example, F1, I'm not sure what angle we need to be. 180. Looks like maybe not. More than one. 225. Yes. Okay. So 225 and 135. 135 and 225. So this is -45 and 45. So now that's all good. And then we need something on the top. Okay, so I think we probably need to set this height at there. So when we fit this into a curtain panel or curtain wall, so it will fit in those grids. Okay, so let's just add another one. So this one go up and the link. I'll just move this down a little bit. Okay, so it's not. Don't matter. We'll fix it later. So I'll just add another dimension here. So this one linked to the overall height. Okay, all good. Okay, so it looks like because these doors are linked to this height, so we need to create another family. Oh, sorry, not family. A parameter. So this one will be the Pelmet height. Let's call it pH. Okay, pH, and type is okay. I'll just put in 300 for now. Okay, so let's say 300, and then we just need to select these doors. I'll just create another one. Another parameter for the height. I'll just call it door panel height. So let's call it door height, and okay, and okay, and okay. Go to family types. So door height equals height minus Parametric height, and then that. Okay, so we need to change something. Type. Okay, type parameter DH is driven by instance. Okay, so type DH. We need to is driven by which one? Maybe I'll change this one to things. Hang on, let me just think about this. Height. We need height to be H, so we should probably just change this one to instance apply. Oh, good. So now let's try again. So go up. Okay, so this is not big problem. Sorry, not big problem, just lock this. So this lock this doesn't mean this can't change. This lock means when you move this one, so see when you, okay, looks like should be fine. Sometimes it won't work when you drag the reference plans or you know, drag the reference line, but you always test in these family types. So for example, if I want to change the H to 27, and it works, right? So this lock means when you change other parameters, so this one's a relatively, like constrained, so it won't change unless it have to. Yeah, so that's probably it. So okay, and then we can just create a extrusion on the top. So you can just draw it on from the ground floor level and then drag it up, or you can just create a set work plan onto this reference plan and then go back to. So this way you don't need it. You will directly create an extrusion at that height. Okay, so I'll just pick this one, and instead of lock, I'll just add a radius parameter to it. Okay, so and then finish it, and then go to elevation. So this one, just drag this up, and it's not locked. Maybe let's try align this in a lock. I think this should be it. Now let's have a test. So first I want to change the scale so we can see the numbers, and also I like to do this. I like to use a reference line at a dimension to test angular parameters. Okay, so let's try. So make sure these doors, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So you can do tab to switch. Okay, so this one works. Okay, good. So type 45. Oh, good. Maybe let me change the shade SD. Yeah, that's better. So, and also we need to test the radius. So 1.5. Good. And also height, maybe 3 meter. Good. Pelmet height. Good. So, and also you can see these are not perfect. Go to floor plan. Here, not perfect. So see this one overlapping. Now, why I use generic model instead of door? Because we can join them. Okay, so once join, let me just HH this dimension, and you will see. Oh, that's what's this one? Hang on. Oh, that's a radius HH. Oh, good. So it's very nice, clean. So yeah, I'm not sure in reality probably it won't look like this, but you might have another thing, a column or something like that. So yeah, but at least for this, I think it's good enough. And okay, so this, let's now what we're going to do is it's not a wall based for now, so you can load into a wall based family and just act like it will act like this one, or so you can create. So I'm going to show you how to create a curtain wall panel. Okay, curtain wall panel. So now load this one into this curtain wall panel and place it in the center. Okay, so now go to front view or exterior or interior. So first we need to find, okay, so we haven't, we need to do something because we can't just align them and lock. We need to find those handles. Okay, so let's go edit family. So first let's go create the radius or the width. So for the width we need to reference plan, draw it like this. So and also these two I think these two are for the profile of the revolve. I want to just change them to not a reference, because when I place this door, I don't want to pick onto this reference plane. These two are okay because they are center, and we need these two, so a dimension and dimension. Okay, so both we will give the radius to them. And because this is we need to change this to instance parameter. So okay, looks like we need to change some other parameters as well. So that's fine. We need to always start from this one. So edit instance. Okay, good. And then we can change the capital R instance. Okay, I think that's it. And then these two, so you can see instance parameter. So now go to front view. We also need this to be so instance. So it's actually already instance parameter here, but it's not showing the handle. Okay, so this is a little tricky one. So you probably it's a little bit hard if you you don't know how to fix this. So what you can do is, because when we dimension this one, we dimension from the default. If I do a dimension di, so the first thing we can pick, see this one, a dash dot line. So this is the level. If you dimension onto a level, you won't have that handle. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to, so let me drag, we need to change this one. So you can do it this way. So drag this point. So I think it's called witness something. Move witness line onto, instead of this ref level, tab. So see this dash line. So this is a reference plane. Okay, onto this reference plane, and then just link this back to the H. So now we will have the handle. So load this back into that curtain panel family. So now you will see, if you select this family, you can see all these handles. So this is the height. Drag it onto this reference plane and lock. So do this one as well. So you can, if you're not sure, you can just drag it back and drag it to there and lock. And I think this one should be okay because it's equal to this side. So I think this is it. The curtain wall panel is finished. And of course, you can link, you can create another parameters. So by click on this, and also you can don't worry about the height because you won't be able to control the height. Okay, so you will use curtain grids to control. You won't be able to control it from here. So, and also this radius, which is the half of the width. And anything else? So yeah, you can create a parameter if you want to control the height of this pelmet, and also you can control the thickness of I think this glazing. But for this exercise, I think that's it. So now let's have a test. So new project and architecture, and I'll just do a curtain wall. Okay, so I'll find a curtain wall, empty. Okay. Let's make it horizontal and go to 3D view. I'll just add some grids. Okay, so maybe 3 meter high, 1 and vertical. Make it I'm not sure, 2 meter wide. Okay, so this I want to change this one into a curtain. This revolving door. Okay, load this one into that project. Okay, so and then go to 3D view again, tab, select this panel. So if you go to here, if you have this setting, for example, you're setting at this too glazed, you need to unpin it first before you can change. Okay, so see, it's here. So if you change this, so it will show like this. Okay. And this is it. So where's my angle? Yeah, anyway. So yeah, to change the size, you change the grids. When you change the grids, you change the size of this. Okay. And let me just quickly have a look. See if I can just try to have angle. So this one, so we can just create an angle parameter and load it back and override. Okay, so now if you select this door and there's an angle, so change to 0 and so 30, 45, and this is it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and make sure just sorry, not this one. Make sure if you have ideas or questions, you can also always just go to the end of this page, just add here. Okay, so just be careful to not delete other people's stuff. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.